What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. My name is Keith. I'm the community manager here at HB Studios. Today, what do we got going on? We're going to do a little designer showcase. I got a few courses that I'm going to play a few holes on. Let me see. Courses for today. Raynor's Run on Linden Hill by J.E. Lindholm. Stonebridge GC Ottawa by PHJ314. Arizona Diamonds by Taste GW. Barefoot the Die Course by KCK Fire. Club Tropicana by H League, and Harrison Mills Golf Club by Crazy Canuck 1985. So, looks like 6 courses, maybe do 4 holes of each. That sounds to work out pretty good. It's 24 holes, quarter round and a half, something like that. Time permitting, maybe we'll jump into the designer. Started on a Boreal course. That Highlands course is basically done. I'm just trying to put some finishing touches on it and do a little play testing. So we're almost done there, so keep an eye out for that one. Jumped into the Boreal. I hadn't built anything in Boreal in a while, so I figured I would jump in there, check it out. Hey Scott, how's it going? I see welcome guys in chat. Let's pull it up real quick. I see Scott 1972, SMAC 1314. Thanks guys for tuning in. Alright, so let's jump into our first one. Raynor's Run. I think it has an apostrophe in there, so let's try it. Raynor's. There it is. Raynor's Run on Linden Hill. Alright. Short course, 63, 97 yards, fast greens. Only a par 71, so that factors into the yardage a little bit. Don't let it fool you there. Obviously, par 72 would be a little bit longer, so it looks good. Looks like the Highlands theme. Let's give this one a little bit of a play here. Hey, Smack, what's happening? All right, here we go. We'll give it a little once over here as we check it out. Some nice little flowers in there. Okay. It is, like I said, it's pretty short, so my guess is that it's going to be a little more on the strategic side. Can we climb that? It's uphill a little bit, but I think we can. We're going to go out left here a little bit. That should reduce some of the distance I need, I think. Probably should have lofted that up a little bit. Gain that extra yard or two. Get up, get up. Ugh. Excuse me, bummer. Alright. Way down below, but that's okay. If we go to the 75. I don't know if this is going to reach. Let's go to the 95 instead. Let's try that. If we don't get the 96% with that 75, it's... Alright, well... I was afraid to come up too short, so... Alright, what do we got for speed? 187 on the green speed, so pretty quick. Play down here a little ways. 27-footer. Did I hit it? No, it did not. Did not hit it, but should be able to make the par there. There we go. Alright, so that's the first hole. Raynor's Run on Linden Hill. This is by J.E. Lindholm. So we'll have a par 4, par 5, and a par 3. So we'll get a little mix of everything here as we check out these first few holes. Hopefully it'll whet your appetite to go give it a play if you haven't played it already. And if you played it already, maybe go out and give it another play. Alright, so 308. He's just tempting you to go. Let's try this 3-wood. Hopefully I'll come up short of those bunkers with the uphill approach. It is downwind though. It's going to be close. We're good. We are good. Alright, so 41. Go to the 40 flop here. See if we can't. See if we can't get something tight here. Come on back a little bit. No, didn't really come back much. Alright, so a little bit of movement in this one. Let's see what we can do here. 6-footer. Turn! Oh god, I hit that way too hard. Darn! Not the line for that kind of speed on that putt. Alright. I apologize if you hear me coughing here a little bit. I'm working through a cold, trying to get through there. Hopefully I won't cough too much during the stream. Alright. Well, now we can let the big dog. 561. 172 down. Let's get a good look. Pretty cool, all the way down. Nice views in the background there. Question is, can we clear that? That bunker, I don't know. Well, we're gonna give it a smash and see what happens here. Fly ball, be free, and it's in the bunker. Or, yes. Dang it. I don't want to get too low on the club here and hit the lip in front of me. Let's try that. Alright, there we go. Scott says, try out KPC Beta by Scarpacci in your off time. Excellent RCR of Kapalua, even though he says he won't call it an RCR. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. Okay, so I like the view here. It's got a neat little setup back here. I'm a fan of the garbage can and the water. Alright, so it's really good, this view right here. I don't know if you planned that or not, but just, like, I love that right there. That's cool, right above the green, and you get the coastline. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. 120, it's downhill, but it's into the winds. I'm going to loft up just a touch. Hope that downhill counteracts the wind. Come on now. Sorry. Brutal. Alright, down to. There's an okay shot. Not the greatest, but we can work with this. Down. Let's go right there. How about that? Stay online. No. Just missed it. Okay. 3 pars so far, I think. Yep, 3 pars. 4th hole, 188 par 3. So get a little taste here. The par 3s. Down 33. Lots of elevation change here. Let's go to 181. I lowered it down just a touch due to it being into the wind. Oh, come on now. Turn. Oh. Alright, leaves us with 7 feet. Come on. There it is. Okay, so that was Rainer's Run on Linden Hill by J.E. Lindholm. So definitely go out and give that one a play. It's looking good so far through the first few holes here. So we're going to move on to our next course. If anybody is on PC on my friends list, feel free to join in. I got add friends on. It's going to auto add you. It should. I'm on the PC though, so you got to be on my Steam friend list. All right, so next course, Stonebridge GC. Stonebridge. It's got the 2, the tour, not to, looks like the tour's been getting some plays. Let's add another one onto there, I guess. Let's go with the tour version, see what that's all about. Looks good. This is by, just look, PHJ314. Alright, check it out. Medium fast green, 6,700 yards. I got another par 71. Alright. Let's check it out here. Par 4, 445. So the wind will determine how much do you want to cut off into the wind. We're going to go over this way. Alright. See what that leaves us. About 170 or so. 171 in, but it is up 16. That's neat. I like how he did that. That was good. Okay, I'm gonna go to the 181. Loft her up a little bit. I think it's going a little right of the flag. Yep. Stay there. No. Gonna roll away. Really rolling away. Gotta hit that left of the pin there. Okay. 166 on the putting, so fast but not top speed. 33 up at 8. Come on, ball, keep turning. Oh, it stopped turning at the end there. Darn. Alright. In for the par. Hole number 2 is a par 3. Nice. Looking good. 187 down, 16. We'll have it down a little bit. Let's see. Get up. Oh, just gets up. That's going to leave us, excuse me, it's going to leave us pin high here. Just a little downhill. It's going to start to the right and then come back to the left, though. Alright, I'm going to keep it right there. Stay on line. Nope, it's going to trickle off to the left. I should have started out just a touch farther. Okay. Had the putt there for the bird, and a good opportunity missed. So, moving on, number 3 here at Stonebridge, GC Ottawa. This is the tour version. Okay, so we got par 5. Let's zoom up a little bit. Little lake on each side there. Cart path kind of cuts through. Kind of cool. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Tough one here is if you get too far left, that tree, you're going to be looking at something like that. So, interesting. Where's this pin? Looks... Alright, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to try and work this back into the wind to keep it a little straighter. And try and keep it... Oh, that could be ideal. Wanted to get it right next to the fairway, or the rough edge there. Nice, nice, nice. Skepsis, do you plan on doing an RCR? Not as an HB official course, that I can't do. But I am working on something on my personal account, my Xbox account that I had before I started. Working on my home club, which I'd actually built already, and it was the first course I ever did in the GNCD, so of course it's pretty poor, and I felt it definitely deserved an upgrade. So, oops, I'm going back in and trying to do it. So I'm doing it on the Xbox, so it's taken me a while. I'm trying to really use Google Maps and everything to get distances and do all that type of stuff. So it's down into the collection area. A little bit tougher on my Xbox to do that because I need my PC to be able to get that stuff. So it's a little bit tougher than being able to do it right here where I have the two monitors. I could pull it up on one, but so it's a little slow going. I think I'm, where am I? I don't know, around the fourth or fifth hole on that one. So yeah, I haven't really done much on that one recently, so I gotta get back to that. But my idea there is to get that one done, and then go over to the club and try and maybe have a night out for the membership, and do like a night where people can play the game and maybe have a prize or something. So that would be kind of cool. It'd be fun for to have people play the course that they're members of. Unfortunately, even though I'm a member, I guess I'm not eligible to win the prize. To see, I don't know what would be involved with the club and doing that stuff, but it's because you meant your own 1 HP to gain legal trouble. Yeah, no. I mean, I don't think it would be a problem, but yeah, just to be sure, I'm doing it on my own account. All right, so par 4 here. Definitely, I find it a lot tougher to do the RCR type stuff. Uh-oh. Alright, well, I'll look at it when I'm done. Hey, Seaman, how's it going? Getting information about what the puppy is doing. Being naughty, apparently. Alright, so there you go. There's the 4th hole at Stonebridge GC. So let's move on to the next course. That was Stonebridge is by PHJ 314, so just to let you know. Alright, next one, Arizona Diamonds by Taste GW. Let's check that out. From what I've been reading, I think there's a bunch of different versions. I have no idea. I have no idea what the difference is on all of them, so we'll go with the Black Diamond. $7,100 yards, fast green speeds, par 70 though. Looks like a desert theme. Driver says that is funny. She's stepping poo. No, apparently he's taken one of her shoes. See, man, naughty puppies are important news. I know it's most important. I keep threatening to lock the door here, but sometime it's gonna happen. I watched his stream a little, so I'll create most of a long par 5 in this hole 10 or 18. Nice. Too bad Eileen isn't here. Oh, my fan. Alright, so par 3 to start here. Okay, let's see what we could do. It's gonna be a tough one to keep on the green, I would imagine. Hence the collection area back there. Is it gonna stop? Nope. Just trickled off the back. Alright, so what did I say? Putter. Alright. So it's a little trick. You can always go to the putter at any time. You can see the green speed. So 187. So I got. Just remember to go back to your chip. 187. I'm gonna loft it up a little bit. Let's go over here. Sit ball. Sit down. so 10-footer, 3. Uh-oh, I hit it. I knew I hit that too hard. I forgot the green speed as I was pulling the putter back. I should have just let go. Of course, it's almost impossible to do. Just figured, I'll hit it anyway. I'll probably make it. Yeah, right. Alright, so hole number 2 here, 416. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't run through. Hit that upslope. Oh, it's going through. Yep, through the fairway into the rough. But only 136 in, so that's not too bad. Gonna lose about 10%. Alright, let's go to the 145 here. Let's see. Let's see if that's gonna work out. Too much. Seamounts, is a big fan of your tarantula course. Well done. Thank you, sir. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. I got destroyed on TGC Tours, as always. All my courses do. I think it was partly the wind was pretty low for the tournament. I really thought that course was going to play a little bit tougher. I didn't think it was going to get destroyed in the fashion it did, but I guess I should have known better. Alright, so 10-footer. Oh, where are you going? No, that was a terrible chip. Latest one out is Arcadian Springs. That and Tarantula both been both been added to the HP official list. I guess it was 10 if I remember correctly. Links, theme, best cards to see on links. Too bad the theme is the Bear Essentials. Yeah, links theme. So the older themes are definitely tougher to do, obviously, because the newer themes have just gotten better and better. Here, that's a par 5, so I'm just hitting 3-wood. Hopefully I won't go through the fairway. This is hole number 3 at the Arizona Black Diamond course. Uh-oh, this guy say rage quit Arcadian Springs. Yes, another satisfied customer. What happened? What happened? What? You rage quit? I didn't think my courses were capable of that. Come on, give me a bounce. Oh, not that bounce. I guess I should have specified the bounce, right? Okay, in the bunker, we can work with that, though. We can work with this. 13. We don't loft these, we just cut off the swing. Okay, could have been a little better. Alright, 14-footer. Come on, turn in there. Oh, and it turns past the hole. Dang. Jarvis says, I think Arcadian can play tougher than Tarantula, but Arcadian's really good. I don't know, but it'd be interesting. I didn't actually submit Arcadian, but I may do that. I should submit it with the strict regulation that it cannot be played on the PGA. It's got to be played on a different tour. Alright, so 4th hole here at Arizona Black Diamond, par 3. See if we can't get something in there. Let's go up here. That wind. Bring it back. Let's see. Get a nice view of a bunch of the surrounding holes. That's kind of cool. Oh, get in. Go! Ah. That was going. Dang. Alright. It's the bird on the 4th hole there. So that is Arizona Black Diamond by Taste GW. So definitely go out and give it a play. Like everybody else, make sure you hit more by designer. Find a bunch of good courses. Alright, so let's step up to the next course here is Barefoot Die Course by KCK Fire. This is actually a course he modeled after a course in Myrtle Beach, which I've actually played a few times. Barefoot, nice. He's done a Friday pin as well. Alright, so I think he said he did the layouts and everything. Did the layouts all the same, but he took some liberties, maybe on the greens and things. But this definitely, yeah, I mean the first hole definitely looks, that's pretty close to how it looks. It's a good job there. My putter couldn't hit water if it fell out of a boat. Uh-oh. Yeah, the greens were definitely tough. Unfortunately, it got a couple of yellow pins, which is not the intention. I never put it on the yellow. I checked it from multiple angles and things, but I know the first hole, from a certain angle, you might see a yellow slope on there. So unfortunately, a few of those popped up, but that's not the intention. The intention was to put them on some slopes and things, so there weren't many flat putts, but I did not intend for yellows. So sorry about that if you experienced that. Alright, so like I said, I've played this a few times in real life. Definitely a nice course, really nice complex down there. They have 4 courses. Fazio course, which is awesome. That's probably my favorite. There's Davis Love course. Oh, stop. The Die course and the Norman course. A great complex if you're down there. It's a perfect spot. All 4 courses right in the same spot. Die course has its own clubhouse, so it's just off to the side a little bit, but all right there. So definitely a great day to play 36. You get really good choices. All right. Get there. Driver T says designer does that once published. I've noticed. Yeah, sometimes it's happened. I don't know why. That's the first time. Maybe because I usually don't put them on slopes like that, but that's the first time I've noticed that happening. All right, so hole number 2 here. Is this a par 4? Can you drive that? Let's see. I think so. Lofted up a little bit. Nope. Hooked it a little bit. And that's actually going to work out just fine. Alright. See how that looks. Get up. Oh. I shouldn't have lofted it up. I should have looked. I didn't look. Pin was tucked pretty tight. Alright, tough little bunker shot, but we can do this. Gotta be short with your swing. Oh, too short. Just didn't creep it out of the rough there. Oh. Jar says, I've noticed that when you're in the designer working on a green, the grid squares are at one angle, and when you play test, they're at a different angle. Hard to explain, but check it out next time you're in the designer. Oh. It could be. Could be. I tried to, when I went in, I tried to come in to the green from different angles, so I go off the green and come in from this side, look at the slope, and then come in from a different side. I tried to do that on every one. I mean, maybe I missed that in a couple spots, but yeah, I don't know. Alright, so par 3 here, 183 is the 3rd hole. Oh, bounce on there. Now you gotta sit. No. Ugh. Rolls off. Alright, so This is makeable for sure. Come on. Just didn't do it. So that's hole number 3, barefoot die. Hole number 4 is a par 4. Try and work it in. The 6th hole here is a par 3 with water down the right side, and on the right side of the water is just some unbelievable houses. Pretty phenomenal when you see it in real life. Not here in the game. He didn't put any houses. It's tough to recreate that, but if you can find a do like a Google Maps or something or whatever, you'll see some pretty sweet looking homes there. Alright. Oh, stop ball. Touche. Hope we can make that. And he does. Alright, so there you go. Barefoot die. I see he's got a Friday pin, so I'm assuming maybe he'll be making a couple more pins. But go out and give this one a play as well. Definitely hit more by a designer. KCK Fire. He's got some nice courses out there. Alright, let's check out our next course. Next one, Club Tropicana by H League. This is a Tropical course, as expected. 7,100 yards, par 73. Medium greens. Alright. Wow, we're playing here. I wanted to... Oh, let's see. Alright. It was pretty cool. I want to give a shout out to kind of... You know, sometimes they say pay it forward or pay it back. But yesterday I like the... I don't know if you guys have ever played it, but the game is called Trials. The newest one, Trials Fusion. It's a motorcycle game, and you're trying to get through all sorts of obstacles and things. I was watching their stream yesterday, and I happened to make a comment, and they gave me a shout out. You know, gave HB a mention, and we're asking about what the game's all about and all that stuff. So I just want to pay it back and say thanks, guys, to the Red Links guys. They're awesome. If you haven't watched their streams, check it out. Red Links Online. They do a trial stream, an editor stream. There's an editor in that game, which is amazing. Some of the tracks that people come up with are really cool. So check it out. They do it on Tuesdays, and then they do like a Friday stream where they play some of the community tracks and play with some of the community members and things. So definitely if you haven't played that game, it's super addicting. I mean, you go crazy just saying, I know I could beat this. I can zero fault this track and stuff. So it's quite a bit of fun. So. Oh, come on. Up. Hey, Fusion, how's it going? Yep, Scott says, nice. HB got Ted's winning course on the official list. Yes, the Apache Creek is now on the official list, and it has 1,000 plays as of today. Sorry. Excuse me. So, yeah, it's on its way. It's building up the plays as we speak. It's definitely a great course, so go out and give that one a play, too. Oh, this is so tricky here. Just tapping it. Nope. Missed it. Missed it. Come on now. Alright. Alright, so we're in first hole, long par 4, but we got the par there. So second hole, we got 3 with a couple of back-to-back par 5s. Interesting. So let's check it out. Second hole, sorry, par 3. 185, up the hill a little bit. Looks pretty good. Is it gonna get there? Oh, yes it does. Yes it does. Good shape there. This is... Ooh. I see it, the line behind me moving, but that's gotta be going to the left when it gets to the hole, so... There we go. Alright, so that's hole number 2 here at Club Tropicana by H League. Third hole is a par 5. Let's go over here. Be tough. He's giving you fairway out there on the right, so in case you're in a strong headwind, but still got plenty of space to go here, especially if you're crosswind, downwind, you'll have no issues there. Now, leaves 248. Oh, man. Down 10, but that tree. Oh, the side hill. Oh, boy. Alright, let's try and work it back. Hang on there. Now it's got to drop anchor. Stop. Full flaps. It might stay on the green, actually. I think it is. And it... maybe? Yes, it does. On the green here with the eagle putt. But this is a tricky one. Where to go? I don't know, right there. 18-footer. Oh, wow. Terrible putt. Good speed, though. Did not get the angle there at all. Okay. So, take home the birdie. Nothing wrong with that. And we come up to another par 5 here. 5-10. Let's check it out. Need to get that chainsaw, cut that palm tree there. This shouldn't have a problem. Should we go right under it? Alright, so it looks like it... Whoa, you don't want to get too far right there. And you just noticed those OB stakes. Alright, let's see. Can we get around here? 228. Let's go over here. We're going to work it back in. Oh, get away. Oof. Hit the stick. Oh, gone. Gone. Off the back. Alright. See if we can get up and down here. Alright. Flop. 16 yards. Didn't release out. Thought it was a downhiller. Okay. There we go. So that's Club Tropicana by H League. Another one to go out and give a play. I think I played one of his other courses just recently on a designer stream, I think, if I remember correctly. Alright, so let's check out the next course. Just do a quick look through. I thought... yeah, Glenn of the Leaping Salmon GC. That was his other course. I knew I played something. Alright, final course here. Harrison Mills Golf Club by Crazy Canuck 1985. This is his latest. Let's give a couple of plays here. Harrison Mills. Check out the first 4. 18 hole, par 72, 7,000 yards, fast greens. Alright. Let's check it out. This first hole, par 4. I remember building this one. That's a really tough spot to hit. Is it worth it? I don't think so. I'm going to go out this way. Gonna keep it out down the right. Alright, and come in. 95, I'll loft her up just a touch. Hang on, ball. Don't spin back. Alright. Not the worst in the world there. We got the uphill putt, which is what you want. Green speed 184, so just a quick click below top speed. Did I hit it? I did. There we go. Alright, moving on. Moving on here. Let's see, where do we want to go? It's a double. If you go out to this side, I don't really like the approach though, so we'll keep it to this side. Oh, sit down, ball. Maybe could have hit driver, I'm not sure, but that would be ideal to get as far down as you can, because now we avoid that bunker. You do have the back slope if you come in from this angle, but you don't have to go over that bunker though, so either way could have its benefits there. Alright. Skeps will be watching the gents later on this evening. Sure he knows, but we'll mention the play on his newest creation. Nice. Yep, I think they have a second show tomorrow with Dr. Loden. He's going to be the guest designer. So that'll be good. Alright, so there's hole number 2 in the books. Third hole, 453, par 4. Alright, so we're downwind. Should be able to make that. Loft it up just a touch there. There we go. Wind helping nicely. $140 in, a little bit uphill. Try and let the wind bring it back in. Come on. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, just a little short. And it trickles out onto the green. 17 footer, but it's gonna be breaking right a little bit. Let's go right there. Oh, the Billy Baroo. The old Billy Baroo is working. Fourth hole, par 3 coming up. Nice little hole here. Downhill. Let's loft her up. Eyeing it down. Oh, again, a little short. Shouldn't have lofted. Alright. It's not too bad. It's going downhill, so we want to just get this started and let it trickle back down. No, missed it. Didn't play it out far enough. Alright, so that's Harrison Mills Golf Club by Crazy Canuck 1985. In case you've never played any of his courses, haha. Hit more by designer. And you'll find quite a few courses to play there I think you'll enjoy. Alright, so that's it for the Designers Showcase. Like always, I'll got my huge long list, so I'll be going back to try and finish up, get a play in the book for each of these courses. Alright, so Skeps has got Penn's Red Wings tomorrow night, but we'll watch the replay. Haha. I'm actually going to be watching UNC tonight. Hopefully they'll beat up on Duke. Men's basketball. That's a big time. Big time down here. Alright, so let's go into the designer. Like I said, Highlands course basically done. And now Boreal course. So I've been starting to work on this one. I got maybe about 4 holes in, I think. Alright, so let's show you what I've got so far. There's the clubhouse. First hole. Not sure on the lighting on this one. I don't know if that. I'm not sure. The only downside of changing lighting later is that create more shadows. I like to keep the shadows off the bunkers and the greens. So that's hole number 1. It's 414. It's gonna play down and around. Here's your approach. Let's see. It's about that's 280 off the tee. So there's your approach shot. Kind of down into this section. So I like to take the trees out. That's why obviously there's no trees back over here, because it would be casting shadows. There's a 2-tier green up on top up there. Well, you know what? Why don't I just play? Why don't I just play what I have so far? Sorry. Scott's Super Bowl opinion. I'm actually not a Carolina fan per se, but I was fine either way. I wouldn't have minded Carolina winning. For local fans, I have friends around here who are fans, but I also like Peyton Manning, so I was happy to see him. I hope he goes out on top. So, to be honest, one of the first years that I really had no rooting interest whatsoever in the Super Bowl. I didn't really care. I just wanted to see a good game. If you're defensive minded, it was a great game. If you're into a lot of offense, then you probably didn't enjoy the Super Bowl. Alright, so there you go. So there's, in the 1 mile an hour wind, of course, leaves you with 144 into that green. Tough little pin, but it's definitely workable. Into the wind will definitely be tougher, but you can definitely land it back up there. Just throw it back behind the flag, and you won't have too bad. Oh, except when you miss the putt. Dang, but it was close, but it stopped. It stopped up there. All right. So that is the first hole. Second hole is a par 3. I'll let the flybys. Side bill. Kind of a little rock wall there. It goes through and then comes out to the green out here. You can see a 3rd tee out there to the right. Actually, I don't want to loft in. Let's leave it there. Wish I could see our team play in a Super Bowl. Stupid. The Browns, yeah, they've had some tough luck there. AFC Championship must be a dirty word. Dirty words in Cleveland. Alright, so at least you with a 10-footer. Ah, just missed. What did I put the green speeds at? I didn't even look at. Green speeds are at 164, so they're not top speed, but they're on the faster side. Maybe a medium fast type deal. So that's hole number 2 is par 3. Par 4 coming up. Let the flyby run through there. Kind of comes up and dogs left a little bit. Big bunker there on the edge. Got some grassy mounds. It kind of cuts in through the fairway there and then out to the green. Devious little pin position there. He's got that little piece that sticks out into the green, so we'll Scott says that's why Denver should have lost. Hate Denver. Yeah, I can't imagine there's many Cleveland fans that like Denver. Big history there. Alright, so leaves you with 198 in, a little bit downhill. We'll loft up a touch. Got a little narrow little tongue there, but you could definitely drop it on there. Or you can always throw it back behind the flag, but that is going to work out really nice. There you go. Easy hole, easy hole. That's number 3. Number 4. Let the flyby go out there. Guess what I don't think I've finished working on this one yet. I haven't done anything with planting really, but comes out. A couple of bunkers, dog legs to the right. Comes out. And this one I just started working on, so well, not just started, but I haven't finished working on it, I should say. So, drive it down here through the bunkers. And that will leave you with about 175. Sorry. Annoying. Up 9. Don't want to go right of this flag here. Or sorry, left of the flag. There's a big slope over there, so you want to keep it out here if possible. Firmness setting is middle of the road. I changed that. Sketch says at least we have the Cavs. Golden State tough to beat. Yeah, and unfortunately. I'd like to see them lose many times. Not a fan of them. But. Oh, no. But there you go. So that's number 4. What's that's going to look like? That is all that I've built so far, I think, right? I don't think I've built number 5. No. I haven't done anything with that. So let's jump back out. Now I could show you. I did kind of lay out the rough routing of all the holes just because I wanted to kind of set up this back 9 with playing around the water, but we'll get to that. So there you go. So there's 1 plays out. 2. There was number 3. 4 comes back around. That's 4, so I gotta figure out. I'm probably not sure about this. I don't know. These big scraggly bushes just sitting by themselves. I might probably get rid of those or add to it just to make it more of a bigger planting area. But yeah, that is that. I gotta add heavy rough into this and all that instead of keeping this generated color. But anyway, so 5 is gonna be a par 4. 480. Long par 4 roughly, but mostly straight out. I'll play out through here. Probably get rid of this. What's there? I don't know. 6, par 5. Long par 5. play it through. You can see, I mean, all this needs to be sculpted and flattened, but I may keep that hill there because that's about 270, 280 range, so that's kind of cool actually. But I may flatten this out into here, and then bring the fairway back around and have it kind of come back through the mounds, back into there. Number 7. Or 6. I gotta figure out, it's set up as a par 73. I have 3 par 5s where 6, 9, 14, 18. Oh, do I only have one? Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have 3 par 3s. Oh, what do you know? Oh well. It's 3 par 3s at the moment. May rectify that. Guess I didn't realize that when I was building it out. But, we'll figure that out. Maybe I'll change one of the 4s down into a 3 or something, but 7 will play out, and this all needs to be sculpted out and through. Maybe I'll leave it like that. That'd be a sweet approach shot. What do you think? Way over the mound and down? Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Where's number 8? That's pretty sweet. 8 will play out. It's gonna come out and be a hard dog leg left. Not the longest holes, but here's your 270, 280 range, so you kind of drive it down into this area and then head across to the green. 9 I just like is coming right back to the clubhouse, so you'll have a good, nice view of that. Where are you? Here. That's 270 right there. Obviously this mound needs to go. So you have a nice view of the clubhouse coming in. And then you'll turn for the back 9. Back 9 has a lot more water on it, as you can see. Front 9, not so much. Back 9, it's more like a lakes 9, so to speak. So 10 will play out right along the water. Fairway is gonna make you flirt down in this area. Maybe I'll keep the mounds over here and flatten it out somewhere. Do something like this here. Kind of like that. Do something in there. So come into this it's about 260, 270 right there. And then you'll have a shot across, which that green I'll extend down into here. So short shot, but the green will sit right on that water. Maybe a retaining wall, I don't know. Let's see how I feel. 10. Here's 11, par 3. This is going to be a sweet little hole there. That will be out on that little peninsula. Got to work out how you can actually get out there. I haven't worked that out yet. Might be a long bridge. Maybe a bridge going across some sort. So that 11 will stick out right there onto the lake. 11. What's 11? 156, so it's not too long a shot. But I'm thinking this will probably be just a big green out in here. I don't think there's going to be a bunker. If there is, maybe something over here. I don't know. 12. Tee off, cross the water. This is a shorty, 306. But you're going to have a really narrow fairway out in here. If you want to try and go for the green or get it really close, you're going to really have to take on a lot of trouble. So this will be fairway out here. It'll be a big wide fairway up until about maybe the 240 mark. And then I'm not going to do it now, but I'm actually going to sculpt this in. Cut some water. I want to do the green first and just figure out what I have with the green. Maybe kind of cut it out to there. But this water will cut in. We'll definitely cut in more to tighten this up much more. So really force you to hit a good shot. Alright, so 13 will come out here. That's 263, about 275 to the water. So we'll see. Again, we can make this all fairway out here. Make a big wide fairway and then have it come around. So could try and risk it. But fairway will come back down along there. 13, 14 will be dogleg left. Again, all these hills need to be sculpted and changed. That was just the natural what was built. I kind of like this though. I do like this hill over here. Do like that, so that could stay maybe. 15. 15. So again, I'm gonna have to figure out if I want to make it down to a 72. I've got to reduce one of these 4s to a 3. Well, I mean, technically I've got 2 3s on the back 9. Not saying there can't be 3 3s, but so maybe one of these 4s on the front side. Obviously, ones I haven't worked on yet. May have to reduce one of those. What's just looking at like number 8. 8 was, I kind of like that hole though. Coming out and cutting. What was 7? 7. All right. Maybe 7 will get reduced. Maybe 7 we could make a... I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. 7 might be the candidate to go. 5. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. Yeah, probably one of those ones in the front 9 will get changed to a 3. It'll be a mystery. Plus 6 at Riviera Bunker, middle of the green on your 11. Which one is number 11? Oh, 11. Oh, that would be nasty. That would be brutal. Just put a big ol' honkin' bunker right there. Make this whole thing here green. And then a big old nasty bunker in there. I don't know. Not really a fan of that hole actually at Riviera, so it'd be tough for me to do that, but if I do it, that's going to be the Scob hole. I'll call it the Scob bunker. Alright, so 15 is going to come out. Dogs to the right a little bit. I kind of like the way this slope looks here. I'm thinking maybe a sloped fairway. All cutting back down towards the trees, which could force you down in here. Could even keep those trees. I don't know. That's 15. 16 will come out. Kind of a straightaway hole, so we'll have to figure out what we can do with bunkering. Maybe mounding something to add some interest. But not every hole is a dog leg. So we'll get that'll be our straight hole in there. So 17 comes out here. Par 3. Finishes up onto that lake, kind of across from 12 there. So you might get, depending on your putt, you might get a nice view over to 12 green and 12 fairway and things. And then you come across to the finishing hole, which I've actually built. I had this one in mind. I kind of like, a Sawgrass 18 type of throw, but it'll play along and then it crawls right to the water. So let's check it out. Oh, I could call it the Eileen bunker. True. Alright, so this one, again, with the wind, will be a big determining factor there. Where do you go? Let's see if I keep it right there. So this is one downwind. So not really a problem there, but to the wind, you're probably going to go out to the right more. I'll leave you with 253 all over the water. Does it get there? Oh, it just does. So downwind obviously won't be a problem to get there. Into the wind or crosswinds will make it a little more interesting. But give you a good chance for Eagle to finish off the round. If you got a match going, that could be pretty fun. 4. Nice easy bird. Alright, so I forgot that I'd forgotten I built that hole out actually. But yeah, I wanted to, that's kind of why I laid out all the rest. I wanted to have it all set up so that 18 would come back along. Get the clubhouse in the background. So yeah, so downwind, all is fine. If you got into the wind or crosswind, you're gonna have to play more in here, and that'll bring the bunkers into play. Otherwise, you're pretty clear. I mean, you can pretty much drive it in here and avoid the bunkers. But yeah, so that is the layout of this one. Like I said, I still got to figure out. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a video game. You don't actually walk from green to the next tee, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if I move this up. Maybe I'll just, I don't know. I'm leaning towards 7. I think. I'm leaning towards moving 7 up to a 7 a par 3. Come in here. Don't really need to move that, but just get it out of there. So we could do that. Obviously, I like these 2 brushes. I like these a lot. These 2 guys. Both flatten end raise. I do that, so it's down. Excuse me. Sorry. That's down, what do we got? Down 33. I might think I'm gonna build this up. Actually, let's go raise. Always want to watch where your brushes are. In this case, it's not a big deal because I haven't built this out. But if you had built this out, you don't want to be thinking, "Oh, this is good," and then realize your brush is actually touching one of the other spots. But since I don't have anything else built out, we're fine. We're fine. I just want to build this up a little bit. Do something like that, so it's not as huge downhill. Oops. Let's see what we got. Alright, now it's 13 feet down, so that's not too shabby. Well, sometimes, I don't know, that's what I just kind of look around, I'll look at the hole and just try and come up with something, think of something. I wonder maybe you could put a rock down in here or something, some rocks. So sometimes just kind of taking a view off the tee and sort of envision what might you see. This, now that we have that up there, let's get up here. I want to make sure we have enough green space here. There we go. Now we got space. So shadows coming from this way, so I'll do this. This is something too you can actually do, again, like when you plant stuff, you can actually do this, hold the A button down, and when you let go, it'll clear out a bunch of stuff. So that's another trick you can do with the A button, so it works for a bunch of different things. Alright, so that's not too bad. We could leave that tree. I don't mind this type of stuff, like that, having just a line through, like a shadow, that's fine. I just don't like to get my green like in this spot, you know, and have lots and lots of shadows. I try and avoid that if I can. Maybe a dry creek bed. Ooh, yeah. That could be. The other thing we gotta watch here is, I could lower it. Yeah, we'll have to play with that one and see. Just want to make sure. There's nothing worse than, like, you get all into it. Oh, it's going to be awesome. You build this creek bed. This is so cool. And then you come back to go to play the hole, and you can't see it. Like if I were to build it down in here. And then all of a sudden you're saying, no. Now you got to start changing everything, lowering this to try and see it, or raising. So always always use your views from your tee box. Go back to your tee box, raise it up a little bit, kind of where your golfer would be, or even play the hole and just see what you see, and then you'd know, like what I'm saying there. If you go here, I'm assuming we don't load, so now I can see right here, basically I'm just seeing the very edges of this grass here. So now I know pretty much what I'm going to see there from that view, assuming we don't lower the tee box, which is always possible. But so I pretty much know that you really don't want to build anything really short of this. Otherwise, you're never going to see it. So that's about the height right there off the tee. So that could work. Could work if we threw a few things in there. But yeah. Alright, so we're back down to a par 72, 68 yards. She said you should put in a practice putting green and then use it. Why? What would that serve? Don't need no stinking practice putting green. Alright, so here's 4 again. Let's go back what I was gonna add for sure. Let's go and add our heavy rough. Throw this in here for now. Just kind of checking to see that there's no generated stuff in there. Because sometimes you might want to keep some of those grasses that get generated. I'm just looking off the tees here. Yeah, so to be honest, like I said, I don't even really care about those. I don't really care about these bushes, so I'm gonna cover it up with heavy rough. And then we'll come back here. Just try and check, make sure you're not covering up trees if you want to keep them. It will get rid of your auto-gen trees, which don't always want to get rid of those, but see, like that tree I want to keep, so I don't want to go over it. If I do, easy enough, just undo. That, I'm going to leave that hill natural. Come in here. There we go. Alright, so that gives us the heavy rough that we want around the hole. Part 2, again, we're planting with draw distances and things. You don't really want to, like if I were to put grasses around this tree like that, looks cool. If I put more grasses, you'd never see it because the draw distance just isn't going to happen there. But here I could do it. I could do some stuff in here. For example, if I throw in some, although the hard part too is you got to watch in your shade. Get into the shade and it makes it definitely tougher to see, so let's add on to this grass here. We could do that, and then we can come in here. Let's go with some, oh, that's what I want. Now you can see that one. We raise it up a little bit. And here you can kind of trick it by getting those colors, try and get them into the light. Because if I put this in the shadows, what's going to happen? You'd never see it. So that's basically a waste on your planting meter. It just gives you a hit to the planting meter and you get no benefit out of it. But if you sneak them into the light, you can get the benefit of being able to see it. So if we do that, there you go. Just a little bit of visual interest. Let's get go with the purples. Could even combine the two, make it look like a hybrid plant. Or we go with the white. Maybe we'll throw a few whites in there. We'll just throw these around. Throw a bunch of white in there. There we go. So I guess a little bit of color. Hey Mello, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Did a little designer showcase. Did 6 courses in there, and now I'm just, it's a Boreal course that I started working on. So just do a little bit more, just kind of showcasing, or not showcasing. We just went through the course, what I have built so far. I've got four holes built. Well, this is the 4th I'm working on, but I also built out 18. I built that out just because I kind of had that idea in mind originally, so I said let me build it out, and that way it's set, and then I can build out the rest of the course. I like to try and keep the holes flowing and sometimes near each other so you can see other holes, so I wanted to make sure I knew where 18 was going to be with the water. So anywho's, that's kind of where we stand. Alright, so there you go. So add a little bit of color. That, you know, you'll see that off the tee. Like I said, you don't want to put, if you put grasses over here, add some stuff in, you'll only see it as the ball's in flight, which, yeah, I mean, definitely helps, but it's gonna, if you're worried about your planting meter and things, then you don't really want to put anything there. I could add a few more trees in there, though. Trees, you will definitely see, so that we could add in. Let's throw a dead boy in there. So if we added a few more in there, I could fill up a little space. You'll definitely see that. Royce, any tips for making long, squared style tee boxes, say 8 yards wide by 30 yards long? You could. What you could do is, well, I've done this one. This one, well, I'll show you in a second. I mean, this course I've been kind of doing the circles. I've been kind of keeping that theme, but let's see, where can we? Yeah, let's go over here. Pretend like we've got something. Let's flatten it out. Get rid of some of that stuff. Alright, so I use Fairway as my tee boxes all the time. You know, it's up to you what you want to use. There's actually, the green is actually pretty limited. There's only like basically a page and a half of green shapes, so keep that in mind. If you're using greens as your tee boxes, you don't have as many shapes to use if you want. Obviously Fairway, 3 full pages, but used Fairway, you could do, isn't there one? Oh yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Oh, wrong one. I mean, you could do, I don't know the total distance, but get out the measuring tool. Do something. That, what's distance on this? This is probably way wider than you're talking about, but no, that's not too bad. There you go. It's about 9 yards. Oh, well, it's by 55. A little longer than you wanted. Yeah. If you're using greens. Well, all right. Well, let's try and do it with greens. Yeah, but you'd really have to use this one, and you're just gonna have to. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. So that's about the width. Well here, let's do this. Actually, let's do this. Alright, that was the width. So if you did the width here, I like to do the rough around it. I guess a little trick you could do would be to try and do something like this to well, it's tough because it puts that it puts that border around it. And so you could always try and run. You could try and run a line. And then try and keep you. I know it's tough because I think it kind of curves in the edges. So that makes it a little bit tougher. The guys. But yeah, it's a little bit tougher to do with greens because you gotta. It's probably going to be a lot of trial and error because I'm sure you get this a lot. That's probably what you're trying to avoid is that little bump out. So going to be kind of trial and error. Reduce it down a little bit. And still. Yeah. It's kind of tough to get that right because it bumps out the edges like that. Yeah, the curved edges, exactly. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. I mean, it's not at the end of the world, I guess. I mean, if I were to put the rough around, it's not gonna look as good because I moved it. But yeah, that's where you get makes it a little bit tougher. I mean, you don't want to sit there and spend an hour trying to do this, but it's not really worth it. But you could try to get. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, and you're gonna end up. You're almost guaranteed to end up with squiggly lines, and it's almost impossible to try and do that to go down the line and keep it. Yeah, you spent 20 minutes on T-box. Yeah, Paul needs to add more shapes to the greens. That would be good. Yep. Excuse me. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe go to this. I mean, as unfortunately, it's really long, so it's not quite the distance you wanted. But and that's you're gonna end up into the same. You'll end up with the same issue that we just had with the greens if you're doing. If you do that and try and that's probably about 30 the distance you want, so it'll be tough to I was gonna let's do this first. I'd say we could try and go here. Can try and get yeah, see it's tough to get. Gonna end up with the problem with the curves at the back now. You could try and play around with it, but yeah, I mean, like I said, you spend 20 minutes. I mean, that's a lot of time, really. I mean, not bad. It's still, it's got a little bit of a turn in there, but that's why usually, I mean, sometimes I'll try and do some. This course isn't. It's going to be tee boxes. I think so far, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just doing all circles. Sometimes I'll do different stuff, but that's why I kind of like that sometimes because here, basically I do that. Here's my, I could do that, that. If I do 3 tee boxes. Oop. Throw a double in there. So I mean, there you go, and then I'll come in. So I mean, how long is this taking me? It'll take 3-4 minutes, and I'll have all tee boxes done. Something like that. So, and then I come in, these are my usual tee boxes. I like my little garbage can, put it out where you can see it. And then I add in equipment, depends on whichever one I'm using. Sometimes you can't always see the one, I'll put one on each tee box. So, that's why I like to use kind of easier shapes, and then for this particular course, I'm using these. So I mean, there we go. There's my full set of tee boxes in a minute or two. You know, whatever that was, 2-3 minutes, and you've got a decent looking tee box all set up. So I mean, it does look cool when you get some really neat stuff, but I don't know. For me, I don't really like to spend a ton of time on tee boxes, so I go for the convenience more and get it all kind of set out like that. So, but I mean, it's up to you. You know, if you're doing if you're doing a recreation, obviously you don't. If you want to make it as accurate as possible, you do have to do some other stuff. Any more questions? Is there any issue with using, say, 50 different shapes for a single tee box? Like, I mean like this? So if I were to take, I mean, just doing like this stuff? Just doing this like 50 times? I'm not sure, I'm just goofing, if that's what you mean, like just doing 50 different shapes to make a tee box. No, I don't. I mean, I don't think there'd be any issue with it. I mean, you'd be using a ton of shapes, but I don't think it really matters how many you put down there. It. I'm sure it is. The meter probably is impacted, but I don't think it's impacted that much that you'd really. I mean, I'm just looking at the meter. I mean, I don't think you'd even notice any kind of difference at all. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'd make a difference. You can also, the other thing you can also do too, is hold the A button. I can hold the A button here. I'll hold it. I've got the button pressed down now, and then when you let go, hey, sweet. There's a unique looking tee box. But I don't think it. I mean, everything costs costs towards the meter, but I don't think it costs that much. The biggest thing for sure is the is what do you call it? Multi-plant. So if you, I mean, doing a ton of stuff. Oh, that didn't even change it, but that will definitely affect, doing a bunch of different multi-plants like that will affect your meter the greatest. But I think if you just doing a bunch of shapes for your tee box type thing, I don't think that would really have too much of an effect. Alright, so I'll come back, clean that up later at some point. Alright, so where were we? Go back to number 4. That'll be an Easter egg. I'll leave that out there. I don't think you'd ever see it. Nope. It's going to be a secret Easter egg on the course. You can find out. That way I don't have to go back and delete all that stuff. Alright, so 4. So I put in a little bit of planting there. Just something to catch your eye. Just looking at this as well. Would you see it? Again, you want to check. Might not even see this, but you could try and add in a little bit of something there if you wanted. I don't know. I have a feeling that it may not even be visible because, one, the garbage can and stuff kind of block it, so I'm going to leave it. But I like to come down, come into the landing area now, take a look, kind of look at your view and see, is there anything, and I could add some more. I didn't want to put too many trees, that's why this is kind of empty, so I wouldn't have a huge shadows through the, and if I'm going to have shadows, I'd rather have them out in the fairway here, so, but you can see how I took out some trees in here to keep that bunker in the sunlight. So I could add a few more. Versus, I was starting to worry that my method for fairways and tees was going to cause lag. No, I don't think so. Uh, I mean, I seriously doubt that would. Fusion says speed golf results are out. There are some ridiculous scores this week. I thought I was playing halfway decent until I saw the leaderboards, and then was thoroughly disappointed. Could throw a few pines out there. So yeah, it's a little bit of interest there. Shadows, that's fine. I don't mind shadows out in there. See, it's a nice stream still going on. Yeah, I'm still going on.
Daddy,
My assistant is here. Yes.
I was playing Minecraft.
Yeah, you play Minecraft. Okay.
And also, I did a smart thing.
My assistant is busy. Yes.
I actually made two pickaxes
Mhm.
and two swords and one axe. Cause if I die and go into lava or something or like stuck and I die,
Yeah, you don't want that.
then I just got more stuff because I got other things.
All right. Doing some GNCD. Yes. Doing a building. Puppy. Yeah. What is the puppy situation? Why don't you go check? Not right at the moment. Yeah, we probably should wrap this up soon so we can go double check on that. But there's probably complete havoc downstairs. All right, so let's just look at this hole here, and then I probably should wrap it up to go find out what has been destroyed downstairs. I'm sure I'll get the report. Let me just go back here. Thugs Bunny, I can't place fairway over land that I create over water. Okay, so what you end up needing to do there is go into your brushes and do a sculpt. Sorry. I like to do raise, but change it to a red. Change to red. And you want to raise the land up. Alright. Puppy issues, we're going to have to cut this off soon. But use the...
Cause he peed
No,
on the
come on.
floor.
Alright, yeah, he made a wee on the floor. Okay, good. I gotta go. You go clean it up. So, use your red brush and raise it, and that'll pop it out. Does it raise the land? No, it'll raise everything. I mean, it raises up the entire thing, but it's kind of hard. It's very hard to explain. I just know situations where it'll work. So let's see. All right. Now all I'm thinking about is pee on the floor. Sorry. All right. So if we went to here. If you had land, let's try and do this and see if we can do a good example here. Let's see if this will work. Kind of show what I was saying with that. Alright, well, it's down too low. It's weird sometimes how it works. But anyway, if you want to get in there, if I know it's happened to me before. The first time it happened, I had no idea what was going on. I didn't understand why. But if your fairway's not appearing when you're placing it down, unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure how to get the same, how to do it at will. But just come in with your red brush, red raise, and just raise it up, and your fairway will basically just pop out. It's like the red is kind of raising the ground underneath, and the blue changes the surface. So if we go to here, the land on it'll flatten right across the top there. It's kind of hard to explain actually. Paul has done a video. I should get it. Try and connect to that video. Oh, hopefully that works for you. Let me know. Does red retain the shape of the land that you raise? Using the raise tool will keep the shape. So red or blue, it should be. So if I do that, raise will keep the same thing. So that if I go back into raise and I raise this up, that little pimple will stay there. But if I go into flatten, that's going to flatten the surface of the land. So it'll raise it up, but it'll flatten the top part. If you use the flattened brush does that. If you do the raise will keep any contours that you have. So, for example, if we just put a bunch of things here, if we have that, like I said, and then you come in and you raise this entire piece, those little humps will stay there. So it'll keep that stuff there. Whereas flatten takes the entire property and it'll flatten everything on the top. So we get back down to big flat spot. So, alright guys, I obviously got some cleaning up to do. Yep, like Fiend said, red X on the terrain, that's a good description. Blue X on the surfaces, like fairways. Yep, because if you when you put a fairway, it'll kind of straighten out some of the. Yeah, you could use the red, yep, for overall. Ah, see, not getting close to making a course. Nice.
My goodness, they're learning about principles.
No way. Okay, alright. Let me wrap it up here, guys. I've got to get down and do some cleanups, apparently. So, alright, come on. Stop. So let me wrap this one up. Thanks for watching, as always. Always appreciate it. And we will be back next week for sure. Might be back sooner with something else. Maybe some tournament play or something like that. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. And we'll talk to you later.